Recently during CineEurope 2022, some new footage of Avatar: The Way of Water was shown, and although that footage wasn't revealed to the public yet, there was a leaked scene which I do want to talk about in this video. Avatar Theory here, hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day, and if you're new here and want to follow everything Avatar related, then be sure to click the subscribe button and enable notifications. Now, as I said, CineCon 2022 was held over the past week and a lot of footage from different films was shown, but of course what I want to focus on is Avatar: The Way of Water. The link to the article that I'm going to talk about is in the description below if you want to check it out yourself, but the section that I want to focus on goes as follows, quote, "During this event, Disney has lifted the veil on no less than 4 new sequences from the highly anticipated sequel to James Cameron's film, scenes projected using high-end CineEurope technology, immersing the audience in the fantastic world of Pandora." Fu Roking, the founder of CineEurope and vice president of China Film Company, said he is very honored to cooperate with Disney and hopes the film will present the best visual effects to audiences around the world. John Landau, the film's producer, also present to confirm that the feature film is about to complete its post-production phase. The opportunity also to convey the main players in the film industry a reassuring message from the director of Avatar: The Way of Water, James Cameron. Quote, "Avatar 2 pushes the boundaries even further. Every shot is designed for the biggest screen and highest possible resolution. I think that's what the audience wants. We as an industry are not going to go away." End quote. So considering the film is essentially wrapping up its post-production, it's safe to say that a second teaser or a full trailer is likely around the corner, but as I speculated before, I do think that we'll see a full trailer to Avatar: The Way of Water at the end of the remastered version of the original Avatar movie, which is scheduled to be released in cinemas in September 2022. If anything, we might get a second teaser, like a 1-minute teaser before the movie, maybe even in August, right before the movie or the release of the remaster, but I would expect them to do the same thing that they did with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, you know, where they released the exclusive teaser to that film in cinemas like a week or so before the actual teaser goes online. And since these 4 scenes wasn't shown publicly, I couldn't really find any information on what these 4 scenes were about. However, there was one scene that was leaked online. Somebody obviously captured it with their cell phone and uploaded it to the internet. And this specific scene features Quaritch, or the Avatar version of Quaritch. Now, many have already speculated that this scene takes place in the same area where Quaritch died in the original movie, as the metal part on the left-hand side is a section of the amp suit sticking out, you know, the robotic suit that Quaritch was in the original movie, and the 2 lines in front of him is the arrows sticking out of his body, because as you know, he was killed by 2 arrows in the first movie. Looking at the scene again over and over, you can clearly see that there is leaves and vines coming from these 2 lines in front of Quaritch. So it's easy to say that these might just be vines or some sort of branches coming off a tree, but you have to keep in mind that it's been about 13 years since the original movie, so of course nature has completely taken over. But if you think about it at the same time, given the fact that there is such a time difference, there would likely be nothing left of Quaritch's body except a skeleton, maybe even some dry skin. But given the fact that this dead body will obviously still have his uniform on, it's likely that Quaritch in his avatar body did find his dead body in this area. And as you can see, if you watch the clip over and over, it almost seems like the avatar Quaritch is standing up, kind of with a sad or disappointing expression on his face, coming to the realization of what had happened. This scene in particular is also interesting because in a previous theory of mine, I did state that Quaritch might turn to the good side, become essentially a good guy in the movie, and this scene might be the start of that turning point. This scene might take place later in the movie, where Quaritch realizes that his actions only led to his death, and thus slowly that thought starts to build up in his mind that maybe he doesn't want to fight Jake anymore, that maybe he wants to help stop the RDA or whoever is the new company in charge, and perhaps even becomes allies with Jake. This also then confirms, if this is actually Quaritch in avatar form looking down at his dead body, that Quaritch did in fact not survive the events of the first movie, which could indicate that Quaritch might have been some sort of clone. or that this Avatar version of Quaritch is him being essentially reborn, the same way as Grace will essentially be reborn as Kiri in Avatar The Way of Water. Regardless, this scene does have me exciting, and I do hope we get to see more scenes pretty soon. But what do you think of this leaked scene? What do you think is taking place here, and what is your speculation in terms of what Quaritch might be thinking in the scene? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.